everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be reviewing the Sugar Rush Felt Tip Pen Collection. Sugar Rush is a brand that basically sells these really cute little scented products, except for their mechanical pencils, because they do have other stationery as well. This comes with 24 felt tip pens, which are very colorful and vibrant according to the pictures, and according to the back, you can write with them, doodle with them, and color with them, which I'm excited to see if that's true or not. It does have a scratch and smell sticker, so you can see if it's something you really like or not. It's the Sugar Plum scent, and I loved it so much. My one downside when I just started this video was it was so hard to get this open. I looked all over, and it turns out you had to cut it open. I wasn't sure if that's because they didn't want someone to steal from it, because it's very bright and colorful, probably marketed towards a younger audience. And on top of that, I'm assuming maybe they did that so that the scent could stay in longer, possibly, but those are the only things I could think of. Besides that, I'm not a fan of so much plastic packaging. It's just so much, and it's so hard to get through. So if you're planning on buying this collection for a younger person, please be warned you're gonna need scissors to open this. It's like on Christmas Day when you get something like this and you're like, oh great, my kid wants to play with this now, but I don't have scissors. So now they're gonna have to wait, or I'm gonna have to tear this open with my teeth, which please don't do that. But we've all been there, and it's a very difficult situation to be in. I just wish it was easier to open, especially for who this is marketed for. Another issue I personally had, besides all that, was the fact that none of these pens had the name of the color or scent on them, which you had to keep the backing for, because when you were looking at the backing earlier, you probably noticed that there was like a little sheet that says 24 collectible colors and scents, and has like a picture with a little check mark box and some words. That's where you get the scent from. You cannot see it from literally anywhere else on the actual barrel, even though they have all those words printed on it. So that was a little annoying. This is the first color that we're going to check out. It is the Blackberry Pop. The Blackberry Pop is supposed to be like a blackberry scent, but it doesn't smell like anything. Surprise! When I opened it up, I smelled nothing. When I wrote with it, I tried to sniff the paper. I smelled nothing. On the plus side, it does have a reinforced tip. As you can see here, there's like a little white plastic piece around the black nib. That's what the reinforced tip is. It's basically so if you write kind of hard, you won't break the felt tip off. You know what I mean. So that was like something I thought was pretty cool about this. It's not like making up for the fact that I literally couldn't smell the first scented marker, but you know. Up next, we have the silvery gray color, which was Berry Tart. You can smell this one. It's very, very bold, I guess. It's just something I wasn't expecting for gray. I'm not sure what I would have expected for a gray color, but it wasn't one of the pink berries. I don't know. I just thought it was a little weird. Up next, we have the Chocolate Dream, which is so faint. This is the lighter of the two browns in the packaging, and you can barely smell it. It's like the LaCroix of scented items. And now we have the Chocolate Chip, and this one's the darker of the browns. It's all right. It smells almost exactly like the other chocolate. I couldn't really tell the difference, and it wasn't very strong. Now we have the Sugar Plum, which is like a grapey kind of plum. It feels like it's a mixture of those scents, and it's really good. I like it. It was the strongest scent in the entire package. Now we have one that I was expecting to like, but I didn't. Cherry Pop. This does smell like cherries, but not the kind of cherry you want to smell. It smells like cough medicine cherry. Up next, we have one of the two Blue Crushes. There are two Blue Crushes in this packaging because they have different pictures, and I guess it's like one of those collect them all situations where you want the picture that has these berries, or do you want the picture that has the slushies? It's up to you, but the colors look different, and I don't know why they're both named Blue Crush if the colors are different. Anyways, up next we have Berry Pop, which is their blueberry scent. This one actually smells really strong and really good. I am a very big fan. Which, by the way, the Blue Crush also smells like blueberry and smells good. This is the other Blue Crush. It's a different color blue than the other Blue Crush, but they both say Blue Crush. I'm so confused. The blues are different. The pictures are different. They have the same name. I don't get it. But whatever. Up next we have the Spun Sugar, since I'm gonna sound like I was going on a rant about that. Spun Sugar is supposed to be like their cotton candy scent. It just smelled like berries to me. It didn't smell like cotton candy at all. Not even like the gross generic kind that you would get at the store. Now we have the Frosty Mint. The Frosty Mint I was expecting to not like because I don't like mint chocolate chip anything. But lucky me, I couldn't smell it at all. It had no scent. Now we have the Sour Soda, which is supposed to be like their apple scent. But I could not smell this one either. Disappointing, and I was very excited. Up next we have Sour Apple Pop, which is supposed to be like, I guess, a lemon lime or a sour apple situation. Oh, Sour Apple Pop, duh. Well, guess what? It didn't smell like anything at all, so I guess it doesn't matter. It didn't smell like apple, it didn't smell like candy, it didn't smell like anything. So continuing with the not smelling like anything, we have this cake-like color, which I was hoping would be lemon. It's vanilla sundae. It smells like an old lady wearing vanilla. I would have preferred that it didn't have a scent. I am not a fan of the scent of vanilla, especially not when it smells like it's been on an old sweaty person. Up next we have Taffy Twist. It was not great. It just smelled like vanilla also. I couldn't tell the difference between this one and the other one. I don't understand why they had two. They were basically the same scent, but they had like so many other fruity flavors, but they couldn't have a lemon or a banana. I don't even like banana, and I would have preferred that. But up next we have Peach Delight, which was so cute. I was like, oh, I can't wait to smell this. I love the scent of peach. It didn't smell like anything. I couldn't smell it at all. I don't know if I just got a bad batch or something, but I was so sad. Now we have one that I really didn't like, Tangerine Twist. One that I wish I could not smell, because it smells like you left a bag of oranges to sit and rot. It smells like rotten orange. And we have Citrus Pop up next. It's alright, I guess. It smells like the same orange that the tangerine does, with like a hint of vanilla, but it's not great. Now we've got my favorite. We've got Wild Melon. It smells amazing. It is like the watermelon bubble yum scent. It's so good. I actually was very surprised that I liked this one. And this one too. This one is Strawberry Tart, which is confusing because they used an ice cream cone, but a tart is like a tiny pie. Why? Why didn't you just put a tiny pie on it or name it strawberry ice cream? It does smell good though. Up next we have Strawberry Gummy. Weirdly enough, my least favorite of the strawberry scents that were in this entire package. Still smelled good, but it was very artificial. Now we have Melon Popper. I have no idea where the melon came from because it has cupcakes on it. I would have expected this to be vanilla. It doesn't smell like melons. It doesn't smell like anything. I couldn't smell anything from it. And we have Gummy Gushers up next, which smells delicious. I don't usually like grape scented things, but it was good. I have to admit, it was really, really cute, and it's really good. Last but not least, we have Bubblegum Blast. It smelled so bad. I was so excited after I had smelled the wild melon. I was like, oh wow, this bubblegum one's going to be amazing, and I usually don't like bubblegum. This one smelled like someone chewed on the bubblegum, got their breath all over it, and spit it out. That's what it smelled like. It was gross. So if I have to live with that visual in my mind, so do you. But I digress. These are what all the colors look like, all written out, each and every single one of them. The colors are beautiful. They're very bold. I am a big fan of this collection color-wise and with how bright and vibrant everything is, except for the mint chip one. As you can see there, it was dry. That was disappointing because there aren't very many greens in this collection. But it did not bleed through the paper, which I was very excited for because personally, that's one of the biggest issues I have with felt tip pens. They end up pulling a lot of ink and it's usually kind of an issue, but with this set it wasn't. So a point to them. Good job, Sugar Rush, which I didn't think I was going to say a lot of in this review. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to test what it said it's capable of, which is doodling and coloring. I did already write with them, as you saw, wrote beautifully, but I'm going to do a little doodle and then color it in, see how it goes. I'm going to just draw a little cupcake here, as you can see, matches a little cupcake on the barrel, and I'm going to color in the top part. I'm coloring it in the way I would normally color anything else in, so I'm not trying to do anything special or crazy, or I'm not trying to give it like a chance by staying in a certain spot for a long time. And as you can see here, it's streaky. It's super streaky. You can see at the very bottom where I stay a little bit longer, it's really dark and it pulls. But besides that, you can see a lot of the white paper in the background, and this claims you can color with it. And the pictures on websites when you go to look at this product look really dark and vibrant. So I decided to use this little circle here to try to do a little bit of a deeper color area so that I can see how it reacts to the paper. Spoiler alert, not well, and I'll show you why in a bit. The back of the paper not only is wrinkled and wet, but it tore a tiny hole through the paper because of how much ink bled through. You can't see the color on the other side, but it's definitely too wet to write or draw anything else. It ruined the paper, and it even made a tiny hole. So if you are giving this to someone to color with, I suggest you get them watercolor paper or something much stronger, because these are not great for coloring. What these are probably great for are beginners with journaling. I would definitely recommend this for beginners who want to learn to journal, or who want to try journaling and want to get a huge variety of colors of felt tip pens without paying too much. This is a great deal. It's $15 for the set of 24. But if you have high expectations or expectations for the scent part of this, be warned, more than half of this set had no scent. I could not smell a thing, no matter how close I got it to my nose. I even accidentally wrote on my face a few times. That was a big downside for me, because younger audiences might accidentally poke themselves, or they might put it up their nose, who knows. And usually when you have scented markers, you can smell them on the page. You could not do that with these. I colored in so much of that, and I could not smell it at all on the page. Held it up to my nose, pushed my nose against it. Nothing. And as for the color on the barrel, you can see the color on the cap, but there's no color name or name of what the scent is supposed to be on the actual barrel. So you have to keep this little paper if you want to know that. And although it does have little check marks, check boxes, so you can do check marks. Look how cute that is. This paper is like a plastic sheened paper. So if you have a child or someone younger and they write on it, immediately touch it, it will just get everywhere, because it's not a permanent marker. And I don't know why they gave you a paper that you couldn't write on without it smearing everywhere. I personally would give this set a 6 out of 10. It gets a 6 because, my goodness, the amount of colors this comes with is incredible for the price. Felt tip pens are kind of expensive, and so I recommend this for anybody who's new, who wants to try using felt tip pens. But do not get this if you're expecting lots of beautiful scents, lots of working markers, or anything like that. Basically what it's advertising. So 6 out of 10. I hope you all enjoyed this review. I'm sorry it was a little disappointing, but I hope to see you all later. Bye!